Hi, this is Peter Dance Clairvoyant here, and I'm doing Aries Astrology for January 2021. That's 2021. So this is Aries. So let's see what we get. One, two, three, four. Okay, right, for you Arians, it's like, I get the feeling of sort of getting a little bit bored, a bit frustrated. It's almost like I feel stuck, like I feel like I want to do things. So here you are, getting a little bit bored and fed up with things, but you have got your thoughts and ideas, but you're pondering. It's almost like your mind feels a bit blocked, like you can't connect with it all. But you can, but I feel like sometimes I feel like you're trying too hard. So it just feels like you just need to step back a little bit now and do a little bit more analysing, and then gradually you can implement things. But there is this feeling of lack of communication around you. So here, there's like a split there between the unit. And this split is your lack of communication, lack of thought. So it's like you need to perhaps just take a step back a little bit longer, gather your thoughts, go through things, and then I feel like you need to dish it out to the world, or to family, or to friends, or work colleagues, or whoever it may be, who you feel like is kind of stopping you, or not listening to you, or neglecting you, whatever it may be, because it's like a blockage. It's not that bad, but it's not that great neither. So you do need to get your thoughts out a little bit. You are trying to be a balanced person, or more of a balanced person, where you're seeing right from wrong, or the middle ground with certain people, and you're trying to sort of have that little bit of calmness around people, like where you're not sort of perhaps speaking your mind so much, because you can be quite direct when you want to be. And do you know what, that's quite good, to be honest. At least people know where you stand. They know if something's not right, that's it. If they know something's great, you tell them. But for some reason, I feel like you're looking at things where maybe you've perhaps stood on too many people's feet a little bit over the years. So it's like it feels like you're trying to calm that energy down a little bit. But I kind of get the feeling more people respect you for who you are than for you sort of keeping your mouth shut, so to speak. So I think, it's a difficult one, isn't it? It really is. It's a bit like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. But I feel like your directness more outweighs you going the middle ground. But that's what you feel so you've got to do. You try it. This is you coming out as quite the empowered person, and also it is the Aries sign, the Emperor. But I feel like you're definitely wanting change. You want your life to move off from a different direction, and you're trying to figure it out. And I feel so bit by bit you will figure things out. It's just taking you a little bit of time. Now, for those of you who are single, I just feel as though you're ready to get out there now in the big wide world, but you're looking for somebody who's going to really kind of connect with you and sort of make things happen for the future. It's like I feel as though you don't want somebody who's coming along who you feel like you've got to drag them along, because it feels like you've done too much of that in the past, where you've had to lead the way all the time. And it's not that you don't mind doing that, but you just want somebody who's going to have a little bit of get up and go, or bounce off your ideas, or you can bounce off them and make things happen for the future. Really have that kind of enthusiasm. So it's like you're looking for something different. So great, you go find it, you go get what you're looking for. I don't feel like it's a bad thought or idea of what you're thinking. So yes, be a little bit picky and choosy. It's not a bad thing to do. Those of you who are in a relationship, I just feel as though this balance you're trying to get, I feel like could go a long way within relationships. But then there'll also be questions as if to say, what's wrong? What's your agenda? Because they're so used to you being direct. And just because you've been direct, they've not let you go. So I feel, why fix something that isn't broken? it's like it feels like you could complicate things more. So I feel like it's a very fine line how you go about this within your relationship. So I would still carry on being that direct person, but just find ways of smoothing things over, perhaps as quickly as you possibly can once you spoke your mind. That might be a better way of going about things, because then at least you're getting your point of view across. They know where they stand with you, but then you can find a very quick and easy way of smoothing things over with them to just get it back to where it needs to be a damn sight quicker. And that would be a good thing to do. So I think that's a great idea. Now, when it comes to work and career, I just feel as though just stick where you're at, because it just feels that this balance and fairness sort of sits right with that. It's a bit sort of being grounded, looking after what you've got, and not rocking the boat so much. And I feel like as you do that, you're not going to go too far wrong. But those of you who really feel like you're being backed into a corner, then maybe you have got to change. But I still feel like if you could wait a little bit longer, it would be very advantageous to you. And that's the way I would look at things. But overall, interesting work opportunities are coming up around you. And it's just down to you now to just embrace things and get out there now and start making things happen for yourself, because you are very, very capable of doing so much more. And I feel like now you should be aiming up the ladder or getting to a level that you're happy with. And I feel as though that would be a very good thing to do. Okay, do watch out for being headhunted. It's almost like somebody wants you to sort of go and work with them, or sort of go and work for the company. And I feel like, do you know what, it's nice, it's very flattering, but again, you've got to analyze where you're at. So just make a grounded decision. So I'm not saying don't do it. I think it's a very good offer, but are you ready to move? And that's the way you've got to look at things. But other than that, all good. Money and finances. Money's not too bad. I feel like you're pretty good with money. I just feel so don't worry about it. Don't stress over money. Just look after what you've got, but don't be frightened to bring a little bit of enjoyment in. I just feel as though you've just got to get money and finances nice and balanced. And then as you do that, I don't feel like you're going to go too far wrong with money. But I feel overall, in the long term of things over the next 10 years, I've got you being reasonably secure, because I do get a strong desire that money is going to build up around you. It's a bit of a slow work in progress, so to speak, but it is definitely there, which is really exciting times for the future. When it comes to family, be there for them and sort them out and deal with things on their own merits. In other words, we're all in different places, we're all in different positions, and we've all got different things going on. And I just feel as though you just got to analyze them and decide which sort of things you are willing to take on. You can't fix everybody's problems, because if you do try to do that, it's just going to drain your energy, it's going to tire you out, and you're going to feel burnout, and you do not want that. So just make sure you're being very, very grounded and level-headed. Okay, friendships. I feel like one or two new friendships will come in, but nothing to sort of overwhelm you about or go jumping for joy about. It just feels like just an extra one or two people coming in who will mainly like connecting with you, and you've just got to decide whether you want to let them in your little circle or not. It might not be a bad thing to do. I don't see anything negative with it, so just see where that kind of goes. When it comes to health, I just feel so one or two of you could be thinking about wanting a child, and also one or two of you could be suffering with your womb area as you get older. So just watch that a little bit. But other than that, I just feel so generally fine, and just perhaps being prone to one or two little back problems or sleep problems. So just keep an eye on that a little bit as you move forward. The home is fine. Don't sense any house moves or talks about it as such yet. Although one or two of you may think about doing the house up, a little bit of decorating. Not a bad thing to do to keep things focused, but just watch the money doesn't run away with you, so to speak. And I feel so as long as you look at it like that, I feel as though that would be great. Okay. What else do I see? Yeah, other than that, I just feel so fine. Do keep an eye on sleep patterns and make sure any of you have got any working nights or night opportunities coming up. Think very wisely about doing it. I just feel like it could burn you out more. And I do also feel as though as well, sort of maybe early next month, I feel like one or two of you can hear news about a birth of a child coming in, and I feel so that would be very nice and very joyful. So I feel so that's lovely, and I feel like it really lifts the energy up. So overall, things aren't too bad there. Right, let me just see what your angels say. Okay, so there's your wishes and dreams. So whatever it is you want, whatever it is you're looking for, I just feel as though that's all there for you. There's a real positive energy coming around you now, so this is a great time for you to be making things happen. And get out there now and have the confidence to focus on the things that you're wanting. So overall, that's good. I just feel generally now with you Aries now, I feel like you can be a little bit like what I call subdued this month. Subdued. It's like I feel so you can do a little bit of self-analysing, a little bit of introspectiveness, and I feel like, you know what, it's not a bad thing to do. And then I feel so gradually you'll start to think how you can implement that into your life. But I just feel so just don't go OTT with this, because if you're not careful, it could all go a little bit depressive, because too much deep inner thinking can sort of touch on some dark areas, and you might not be able to get out of it as simple as you thought you would do. So it's like telling you to sort of just be a little bit grounded and a little bit logical the way you deal with things. But overall, I just feel like you're going to be okay. And I do feel gradually, as you move forward, you are going to start to think about ways of sort of increasing your income. And I feel like that's really good, because I feel so you have got the ability to increase income. You just need to put that positive energy into it and have that little bit of self-belief. And I feel like it's completely there for you. So don't shy away from any opportunities of moving up the ladder, or perhaps running your own little business on the side. Feels like it could be very, very profitable for you in many ways. So it just feels though that's a win-win situation. So just keep doing what you're doing there, and that will be a great thing to do. So overall, things are moving forward in the right direction, and all you've got to do now, just keep pushing forward and not looking backwards. And I just feel as though that will be a win-win situation. But I feel like you Aries now, you're in a great place now to embrace the future and to guide a few others along. But just make sure as you guide them along that they do want to be guided and they're not going to drain your energy. And as long as you've got that kind of reputable connection with them, then I feel like you're not going to be in too bad a place to move forward generally. So just keep pushing forward. Don't worry about things. And I feel bit by bit, you'll start to get where you need to be. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope it's made sense. And I wish you well for the coming future. So thanks very much. Bye-bye.